More where that came from. More where that came from. I hear you. More where that came from. More where that came from. More where that came from. I hear you. More where that came from. More where that came from. Time to even the odds. More where that came from. Let's settle this. More where that came from. Time to even the odds. Say the word.
Ready?
More where that came from.
It shouldn't take long. At last, action. That's another one for me.
More where that came from. Time to take you down to size. Everyone down! I hear you. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak.
Geraktada cemențe bengaru rugotodo unde ciuchamataso benkish manențețe. Fela divono ta monicranakada. Tere wana jun konata della raguno tuna. Dai rento ron kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Charanana gundoso remine che l'orakto guru katpada. Fiora tora pada no ringatel camarada tela fibu numbu da bikarana cenirara. Ona jun seni sensen drawice kanel commercio tela fibu no lot. Der rinto runto wakare koe wapgerebu. Nenso telepachan korsada nane gra da nota choloren.
Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha, Moka Kamaran and Doso ran with no Chabi, Du Rantamana Sobu, the Ranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha, Moka Kamaran and Doso ran with no Chabi, Du Rantamana Sobu.
I was expecting someone taller. I hope you are not in too much pain to hear my words and understand them. I am Goto, one of the officials representing a percentage of non-sanctioned trading here in both the YouTube system and Republic space. And I had a question for you. Are you a Jedi? Indeed. That is unfortunate. Still, perhaps you have some value. I have gone to considerable expense and effort to bring you here. It is because I have a job for you. Yes, but I am not in the habit of asking for things. And you were so difficult to find even after that small incident on Paragus. There is something important to me I need protected. The Republic. It is broken. What happened on Paragus has set in motion events that I can no longer control. Not to be melodramatic, but I fear it has broken the galaxy irrevocably. This has occupied much of my attention, and there seems to be no predictable way to resolve the situation. In one standard month, the Republic will collapse. Not due to war or secession, but because it lacks the infrastructure to support itself. It is unknown to all but a few, but the Sith won the Jedi Civil War. Even with their supposed victory, the war left the Republic on the brink of collapse. Rather than remain and help solidify the Republic, however, Revan chose to leave known space. A frustrating turn of events, as a rallying figurehead could have done much to restore order. There is something moving in the galaxy that lies beyond the ability of my instruments to detect or predict. I believe it to be a legacy of the Sith, but I have been unable to determine the source. Whatever this presence is, it is staging strikes at key figures throughout the Republic, and through some unknown means, it is causing the destruction of worlds. Kotor, a Miraluka world in the Mid-Rim, was one such place. I have reason to suspect there was a gathering of Jedi on that world when it was rendered lifeless. I cannot find any pattern in these attacks, and it is a source of frustration to me. There is some clue, however, that perhaps the Jedi are linked to these attacks, or that the targets are significant in some way I have yet to discover. You misunderstand me. I do not wish to stop the Sith any more than I wish to stop the Jedi. It is simply important to me that the infighting amongst these Jedi religious branches be resolved so the galaxy may be put back together. I do not care which one triumphs. I only want the universe to settle down for a while, catch its breath. All these constant crises are getting somewhat repetitive. You could say I am something of a patriot. Although I was unable to serve during the troubles with the Mandalorians or against the aggressors known as Malak and Revan, I am able and willing to serve now. The problem is I can find no side to choose. Both are hidden from me as they seem to be hiding from each other. Irritating. It is like a Dejaric board where neither player can see the other, nor see all the pieces. It is not a fair game, an equitable game. Bazak bores me. I often suspect my opponent of cheating. I prefer predictable games, such as galactic economics. Then perhaps you care for yourself. The fact the Sith seek you is something that must occupy your thoughts as much as the Republic occupies mine. There is no margin for error when I say that these Sith seek to murder you and all Jedi everywhere. They have been quite deficient. And when they dispose of you, there will be nothing left to stop them, and the galaxy will fall under their influence. No, that is where you are wrong. If they were, I assure you I would have contacted them. I'm afraid a broken ex-Jedi is all I have to save the galaxy at the moment. But whether it is Sith or Jedi that emerges victorious, it does not matter, as long as the situation is resolved soon. I am a businessman. The Republic needs stability to survive, prosper, and grow. Whether it is led by the Sith or supported by the Jedi is of no consequence to me. It is the proximity alarm. We are under attack. Somehow your allies have found you. Unexpected. You will remain here under guard. I must see to the defense of my ship.
Announcement. We seek to make Goto aware of our services, allowing us to facilitate communication and terminate hostilities in the galaxy. If that means blowing up planets, slaughtering entire species, or allying ourselves with the Sith, then that is the logical choice. Our predecessor would never understand our directives. He was slow, weak, and his vocabulary was prone to static.